Hey, what's up, guys? I've gotten a lot of questions on how to open up somebody if your character doesn't have a 2L low. I think there's a misconception that characters without lows are kind of expected to be bad. Well, I'm here to show you a couple tricks that you can hopefully implement into your own gameplay. Okay, so something that'll make the whole process like a lot easier is checking if your character has like a normal guy key blast. This is pretty crucial since most key blasts are only like -4 on block, and the fastest normals in the game are only ever like 6 frame startup, and they're like jabs, right? So if that sounds kind of complicated, don't worry about it. All you need to know is that most normal key blasts are safe on block. This is important because LMHS is a true block string that results in the opponent getting reflect out of block stun if they're just mashing reflect, right? Which most online players are going to tend to do, right? So if you weren't aware, reflect out of block stun means that they didn't actually reflect your attack, so the enemy is unable to input any actions. You see that? He reflects afterward, but something like this, you see how he reflected the key blast, right? So this is a true block string. So doing a gapless string into 5S automatically baits reflect and allows you to keep your turn going or even punish like people with bad defense. See that? Like that's a real punish. Like that's actually just me stopping him. So you can do things like this, right? You're just stopping them. So eventually they're gonna stop mashing reflect, and this is pretty much what's gonna let you to start like harassing them with pressure like this, right? So once they decide that, you know, reflect isn't working out, or they're getting annoyed with you constantly stealing back your turn, they'll probably start deciding to challenge with like 5L or something, right? And this is pretty much where your 5H is going to come in hand. This button is pretty important. So staggering 5S into 5H is going to let you punish their mash attempt with like a frame trap. So that's when you press 5S, you do LMHS, right? But if you do LMSH, you punish them. See? So, and then you get your full combo. And I did it too late. There you go, see? So you have to delay it manually. It's a little bit of the manual delay timing, but you know, you'll get used to it. You'll practice it. Whatever. So, pretty much, remember that if you try to press 5L again, if you do LMHSL again, you're going to lose. And we're just trying to keep them honest, and we're going to try to make them respect us by doing stuff like this. And it's all about conditioning the opponent and just kind of seeing how greedy you can be, what you can get away with, you know, that kind of thing, right? So after the other guy is conditioned to block, you know, because they're afraid to mash, they lose half their health. Goku just annihilates you, right? Like he does so much damage. You don't want to mash anymore. You don't want to mash reflect, whatever. Once they decide to block, that's when you can start throwing in other stuff like this, right? You can start dragon rushing. You can start throwing in some of the 6Ms. You can start doing, you know, whatever. Like you have them scared, and you can start doing special moves that jail. And then you can do like the same process again, and you can just keep your turn going. The idea is that if none of this works, at the minimum you'll be able to buy time for your assist to come back, so that you can kind of like do stuff like this. And then there's a gap, and then your assist comes back, and you're buying time for your assist to come back, and then, oh look, he's back again. Now I can do my cross up or whatever. Like, people inherently are going to get uncomfortable, and that's just what's important. It's about seeing how greedy you're allowed to get, right? You want to keep pushing them. You want to make them uncomfortable. Nobody's just going to sit there and block forever. Even Guichi gets uncomfortable, right? So yeah, just keep that in mind, that those are the kind of things that you can do, and it's not necessarily new tech, but it's just something that I see a lot of like lower level players not really understand. So hopefully this helps you guys out, and if you have any questions, just hit me up on Twitter or anything like that. I'm pretty down to help people. But yeah, thanks a bunch.